Streaming button has been hit.
Okay. Bond still hasn't showed up on the main side for me, and still bad key.
I'm not surprised by that. Okay. Well,
Twitch is up and running. I hear you, and I hear me, so we good.
okay. All right, so at least we got Twitch. YouTube should be fine too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let me just quickly announce this real fast. Now that hopefully people are able to hear me, we are aware of the Twitch of the IRC problem. I found that it worked for me when I re-entered my password after it asked me to re-enter the key after it gave me a bad key error. But that was after trying many other things, and apparently some people do not have a password for the Kiwi IRC. So I don't think that fix is necessarily going to work for them. I know we are reaching out to TechMan on this. I believe a CMC is going to be doing that. However, for the moment, we don't have an actual fix. So please use the Twitch chat. Please use the YouTube chat. I do have our Restream chatter up here that shows me both of them. I can see Commander Something, GP Scroll, Draconic Quest Media. I can see all of you. Don't worry. I will keep an eye on the chat through there, and you can still continue to chat through there. So please use that for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all of that aside, let's go ahead and start the show.
Also, Commander, you are always a mod, and he has the power to give you modship.
Who? What? Who's a mod? Where's a mod?
Look at the chat.
I'm not a mod. You don't see me. Shh! You don't reveal the mod. It's like Batman. It's like pointing at a Bruce Wayne and saying, "There's Batman." You don't do that.
I'm not Batman. Look at my diary. Chapter 1. I hate being a bit I hate being CEO of a company.
It's hard.
Chapter 2. Being Batman.
Ma! I told you to take out the Batman chapter. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and actually start this thing proper. And funny enough, no pony grumps this time. So starting in 3, 2, 1.
And our winning number is 14, 29, 40, 49, 51, and the mega number is 17. If this number matches the number on your card, you just won $8 million. Call the number on the back of
I won a lottery!
That's great.
Hey, boss man! I won a lottery!
That's terrific. Congratulations.
Shut up! I quit!
Here you are, Mr. Jordan.
Appreciate it!
Hey, babe. What are you doing home so early?
Son, this is a residential street. Do you know how fast you are going?
Donovan,
Sorry, sir.
I've won the lottery.
What?
And you quit.
Hello, everybody. Circuit Main here. I'm obviously high on beer. I'm high on.
Cause he's so high.
I'm obviously already gone, but anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to the Brony Show, episode 371. where we had the same intro since episode 15 because I can't be bothered to update it. However,
Also, it's a classic by now.
well, it's a classic because I won't update it. It's almost like getting the little Sega if you started up a freaking PS4 game. It's kind of like, why? You gotta update.
You mean the original Sony thing of the bong?
No, I meant Sega.
No, he meant Sega.
I meant
All
Sega.
right.
I knew where I was shooting. But hello, everybody. Welcome to the Brony Show, episode 371. I am Circuit Main. Of course, I am not here by myself, as you can tell from the random interruptions and constant cavalcade. Of course, we have a wonderful panel of Bronies here, and we're here to bring you all the fun silliness for the Brony community for this week. In fact, this week we're going to go back to a classic that we haven't done in a few months because series finale, a few Quest Your Girl specials, some podcasts, and not podcasts, panels, podcasts. What's that thing where you go to where a bunch of bronies show up and you spend way too much on merchandise and
Convention.
Conventions, yes. Conventions were involved too. And if you can't tell, I already kind of pre-gamed here a little bit. But anyway, let me get into that. We are doing Derpibooru tags, and I thought it'd be fun to be a little buzzed out. So I already drank a giant can of Heineken. I got a second one standing next to me. However, we'll get to something else there in just a moment. Let's go ahead and introduce the panel that is here at the moment, though more will be showing up later, I believe. We, of course, are joined, if you couldn't tell, by the awesome, deep, loving voice of the artist that we all know and love. And you love him, I love him, we all love him, except for Toa, because it means that he can no longer be second in command, though Toa is more like fifth in trash.
Hey, I love Blinked as well, and Fluttershy agreed with you.
I'm going to go and mute my phone now as we introduce Blinked.
Good segue there, boss.
Thank you.
I don't think my voice is all that deep anyways. Anyhow, hey peeps, how you doing? Welcome back to the Shenanigans. Hey, I'm stretching at the same time. This doesn't work out well.
And we are also joined by Tech Stallion.
Hey.
And we also have, of course, you couldn't tell, Toa.
I'm annoying, but I'm fun.
Sure.
Right. And we also have, from the Otaku Ascended, the illustrious man of animation, the wrestling fanatic of wrestlers everywhere, the one man to bring you your Saturday morning cartoons. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that other guy off on the Otaku Ascended, so we got Suki instead.
You know I don't have to spend my Mondays with you.
I'm kidding. We, of course, have Suki, who is the bread and butter of the Otaku Ascended, and we love him every single time he is here. Please don't leave.
No, sorry. I'm actually distracted because I still need to finish up the event in Destiny.
Fair enough. But yes, as mentioned, we are here to bring you all the silliness of the Brony community for this week. Let's see. Okay, sorry. We're a little distracted because unfortunately we've had some issues with our chat room today, mostly due to the fact that unfortunately our IRC chat is completely bonkers. There is some recent theories floating around, and we are looking into this. But at the moment, our chat is split up between mostly Twitch. Actually, we got a lot of Twitchers, but there are some YouTubers in here. But I'm keeping an eye on all of it. So we got Twitch chat, YouTube chat, some IRC. Some people got into the IRC. I at least got into the IRC. But we still have our chat rooms up so our live audience can comment on the silliness. And as I mentioned, we are going to be bringing you Derpibooru tags, which is a fun little thing that Coldust actually started several months ago.
Almost a year now.
And of course, hopefully he'll be joining us in a little bit for that. But first, let's go ahead and address a few different things. There is a special event that's going to be going on for the show because I've actually been holding off on this since the 1st of November. Now, some of you will remember when I was talking about my trials and tribulations over at Ponyville Cider Fest, I managed to procure a blood red ale, or double blood red ale, no less, called Nosferatu, Fluttershy themed, from Pixel Kitties. I let this sit on my shelf for a couple more weeks to allow it a chance to ferment, make sure that it had plenty of time to be a proper ale before I chilled it up. And currently, I have it right here in front of me. And first thing that we're going to do on the show, 15 minutes in, or actually not even 15 minutes in, but it's 15 minutes when we were supposed to start. 7 minutes in. 7 minutes in, I'm going to pop the top. And we're going to taste Nosferatu for you live. Of course, just to give a little bit of heads up on this, this was a special bottle that they had. Only 50 of them in Cider Fest. The majority of them were given away during the beer share. However, I actually got this bottle special from Pixel Kitty directly from her and her booth when she was in the vendor hall. And if you're listening, Pixel Kitty, thank you so much for the awesome brew here. And I can't wait to taste this. So without further ado.
Good.
It's good. Yeah, it's nice, light. It's definitely an ale. There's no question about it. Kind of tingles on the tongue a little bit, but it goes down really smooth. It's not harsh at all. It's nice. So, yep, I'm going to drink this Nosferatu as we go. But it's really good. So thank you, Pixel Kitty. This was delicious. I love it. And I'm also going to be drinking another Heineken because I'm going to get myself nice and buzzed for the Derpibooru text because we're going to need it.
Honestly, if you do the total drinking game for about half an hour, you should be nice and buzzed.
If I do it for 5 seconds, everybody would be nice and buzzed. Doing it for half an hour, we'll all die. However, there's also another reason I'm drinking, but we'll get to that in a moment. Then I'm also kidding, by the way. But let's go ahead and warm up our vocal cords. And this is going to be very important. So I'm going to do this really preemptively. Toa, shut the hell up. Sorry, I don't mean to be crass about this, but I do want to make sure that we give absolute attention and allow somebody to speak their mind here, if they so choose. I could be wrong. They could have changed their mind and not notified, but of course, we are going to warm up our vocal cords, talk a little bit about our daily lives, whether the good or the bad. And we're going to do that with a little bit of What's Up, Brony? So, I suppose the question to ask is, what's up, Bronies?
If you don't mind me taking lead now, unfortunately, I do have to break all the honey hurrah and jokes thing. Unfortunately, in my personal life, those who do not know, because I haven't been on the show in a while, I don't share a lot of things with the majority of the show. Me and my fiance, Graffiti, have a godson. Unfortunately, that becomes a was. This last Friday, a little man passed away on us, unfortunately, due to complications during surgery.
Oh.
I haven't gotten much detail on him on the show before, but a lot of the guys from the personal chat, like D and them, know him very well.
By the way, we didn't even know you
Toa! Shut it!
Thank you. I might go into the detail about Little Man eventually here on the show sometime, but it won't be during the show itself. Me and Graffiti are doing more or less okay. We've got our friends. I've got Josh. She's got her friends. We got the guys as well. I will be posting a picture of a small thing the guys did with me on FF14 a few days ago when we found out it happened. But other than that, we ourselves are doing all right. But if you do have any prayers and things to give it, try to give it towards Little Man's mother, because right now she's not doing well at all. There's a lot of family issues going on with her side of things. So if you have any spare, prayer to give and whatnot, throw it her way if you can help it. Other than that, that's all I got to say on these. One of these days, I'll probably try to talk about Little Man himself on the show proper, so you can kind of understand why it was kind of as big as it was when we lost him. I will preface this with, he has always been a sickly child, but he's always been a champion about it, if you can get my meaning. But I said I'll go into detail on that some other time later. But till then, I say, throw some prayers his mother's way and whatnot, and hopefully she can try to recover from this. It's not going to be an easy task for everybody involved, but she definitely got it worse all than everybody else here in the situation. And that's all I have on that one. Sorry to break the thing, but
No,
and Blank, just to kind of let you know, this is coming from a guy that at least probably once a week or so, I have to talk to a mother or father that just lost their kid probably 24 hours prior to me talking to them. Yeah, it's basically, it was very very big of you to come out here and talk about this even this much, and just whatever time you need before you can to basically get back from it, just take it.
Mm-hmm. You have our thoughts. You have our prayers. Well, his mother, really, but
and
like I said, like we've got it. Like I said, we've got each other. I've got my friends here, but just his mom's really gonna need the help.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a
trust
rough deal
me.
for her.
I'm dealing with a mother who lost their son about 3 months now, and it's getting better, but yeah, it doesn't get good.
Yeah, it's not. It's not the word easy. Does not. There's no. It doesn't belong here.
No.
Yeah, easy is not a phrase in this. It's just a thing of life happens. You just got to deal with it and hope to move on from it.
Yeah, let's not stay on this too much. Like I said, we're here for some fun shenanigans, but
Yeah, I understand.
Real world happens.
Yeah.
Real world happens. Unfortunately.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move on here a little bit. Anybody else want to try to follow up on that?
Well, I'll tell you something stupid that happened Tuesday.
I guess we can't stop you.
Basically, right before I was almost done with
Oh, look, I stopped him. Oh, crap, I don't think he's noticed yet. Yes, it's a lot faster than that, I gotta admit. Oh, he's still not back yet.
That was both mean and sneaky as shit.
At the same time, though, I think we all needed
funny.
a little bit of the laugh. I'm sure he'll forgive us if he ever comes back. I think he's still going. He has not come back yet. He's still in the little. I don't know if he came back.
Oh, excuse me. I had a beep and something flashed on my screen before I noticed that. But yeah,
beep.
Some drunk idiot decided to drive into a pole outside my work, and we had no power for the rest of the day.
Oh,
wow, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and I was doing inventory because I just finished putting up truck, and it was freaking cold outside, so
no heater.
So it's cold outside.
Oh, the inside was fine because kitchen and whatnot.
At least until all the heaters started to go out.
Oh yeah, no one worked third shift, but yeah, that was my Tuesday last week. So fun.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I guess I got a little bit of what's up Brony on my part though, and it's not exactly great what's up. I have been working on my writing challenge for the month. Unfortunately, I have caught up a little bit to it. I got about 10,000 words, 3 more chapters in on the story that I'm writing. None of it's been really proofread or edited, so it's probably a garbled mess. No, only problem.
I'm willing to help.
I know, but I need to get it actually hammered out first and try to get 50,000. So I actually mapped it out earlier today, and I'm going to need to do about 3,000 words every single day since last Sunday. So I'm already behind by 2 days because today also, unfortunately, circumstances at work kind of destroyed my ability to want to work on the story, let alone work in general. But that's a whole nother kettle of angry fish. Hopefully that won't happen again.
Angry fish.
I can imagine. There's
you can imagine, but you have no idea.
No, like I kind of wish you would go to the detail how hard it is.
Honestly, there's a lot to unpack there. Let's just say that I'm happy for the change I have in my new job, so much so that any attempt to try to bring me back into my old position, which it has not been abated yet, people are trying to drag me back to my old position, is being met with fierce opposition and a lot of anger, because I'd rather quit than deal with another year of being on those phones, let alone another minute on those phones. But let's just say hopefully the worst has passed and I'm not going to have to worry about it anymore. But I'm hoping that this is the worst. All I can do on that. But yeah, stress, anger, rage. I'm behind already 6,000 words. So I'm gonna have to get cracking this whole week or two if I want to try to meet my 50,000 goal. I'm not sure if I'm going to, but I am going to try my earnest. However, also because of that, I didn't get the artist challenge done for this week. So my apologies. I didn't get to create playing a set of bongos under the table, which honestly would have been kind of funny. Actually, that would have been hilarious. Just give them a bongo set under the tables. And I did just post a picture here. This is the picture that we took in Final Fantasy XIV. This kind of our way to commemorate Blank's loss, and in the best way that we can, since a lot of us are all over the country and can't exactly come over here and drink beers with him.
Oh yeah,
And some of us don't drink.
Some of us don't. But basically, all that is right there in the bottom is everybody's in our group's main character, main characters in their games. The very left is our buddy, Tiger. That's D right there. Is a rabbit right next to him. There's Horror right there beside me. My character in the middle there, right in front of the gravestone. Comet Starshot's character to the side of me. Mike and I's is the big dude with the big bow. His friend in the game there, and on the very end there on the right, there's our buddy Circuit. And I was very, very thankful for them all coming out to do that little thing.
Anyway, that's a little bit of what's going on in my What's Up, Brony. Anybody else have any other quick What's Up, Brony to throw in there before we go ahead and talk about what's really up with Bronies? I didn't think so either.
That's silly.
All right, so you want silly? Let's go ahead and do this. All right. So some of you have already been informed of what current going on in My Little Pony. If you haven't, let's go ahead and introduce this properly. Hasbro has revealed a new show called Pony Life, which will be basically Generation 4.5 and used as a bridge between 4.0 and 5.0. This will be a kind of a combination of toys as well as a little animation snippets and shorts that will be showing on Discovery Family beginning next year. Now, I do want to point out right off the bat, this is 4.5. This is not 5.0. This is going to be a short thing.
So Circuit, is Scooter going to show up and want to party?
Oh!
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Honestly,
We all knew it was coming.
I'm not sure if I kind of want that or not. Now, so yeah, this has been announced, and it was also announced with a basically a commercial. Now, I thought this article that I grabbed here had the commercial in it. I was horribly wrong. Give me a quick second here.
Also, apparently they did leak this a little bit early, at least Spike's design.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. So we are going to mute this because, unfortunately, not due to Kappa, but to Kappa Right.
Yeah.
There's a joke there. Some people are aware of the joke.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, no, I don't want full screen. I wanted to not default view. There we go. Bring it a little bit smaller. Basically, yeah. So, all right. So, yeah, it had a song going on. You got to see them wiggling around. And then suddenly, this. We got to see little animated sprites of the main six, and immediately the internet blew up. I actually watched it in real time. It was quite interesting. So, if you couldn't tell, we have currently Applejack, which actually has her hat, so credit to that. We have Pinkie Pie, probably on the highest she has ever been in her life. No, seriously, that Pinkie Pie image was something else. I almost kind of want to see this just for the Pinkie Pie. We have Fluttershy, who's also completely high on something. And there's a wacky waving inflatable arm Fluttershy now. And the joke that everybody is getting out with Rainbow Dash here, the mane is weird and she has no teeth. Because actually, in all honesty, if you look at how everybody else looks in her, for some reason her teeth doesn't show. And let's take a look at the chat room. 5 bags of sugar. She's on 10 cups of coffee and 3 bags of sugar. Oh. Shell has clearly written jokes and dialogue. I'll watch it. Neat picture. Yeah. So we got a few comments here already.
Well, in all honesty, it's not the worst that could happen.
Oh.
We have seen far worse.
Well, let's actually address into this a little bit more. Now, there's 3 different concept images that we have seen at this point. We have the press release images, which are, let's face it, they're going to be dulled up to hell. So they look really smooth. They kind of have a light glow to them. They look really, really good. In all honesty, they actually look really, really good. You have the promo material, which a lot more hard-lined. There's a lot more outline to the characters. Their outlines completely in black. A lot more animated, jumbly. And then we have to remember that these are toy commercial animations that we're seeing. And if to address it, a lot of you probably remember Twilight Sparkle flying to the castle. You probably remember the weird stilted images that we kept making fun of that they used for basically every little bit of merchandise for the longest time. Basically the My Little Pony vectors.
Yep. Which, in all honesty, that was Celestia, but you make a very good point.
It's not just Celestia, it was a lot of them.
No, I mean the Fly to the Castle one.
But no, even Twilight had her fly to the castle moment.
Yes, she did.
Let's see. You know, I could probably do better than that, but I'll try throwing this one out here. But yeah, just the weird stilted images. They didn't look quite right. They're a little off. So basically the question ultimately becomes, what is this? So there's a lot going on here. There's a lot to unpack. This is a special. This is something that's happening. We're going to have to accept that part. And
Some people are going the Teen Titans Go route.
That is pretty much a lot of people jumping on the Teen Titans Go, immediately on Teen Titans Go. And I can understand that. The thing is that we also have other things like this that have done better.
Unikitty?
Unikitty being a big one. So here's something that we need to take away for the moment. I'm just going to lay this flat. As I keep saying over and over, I think the beer is affecting me, so I'm going to have another sip. Beer. Right now, this is just a slice of life. It looks silly. We have not seen any animation. Granted, yeah, it does. There's a lot of volumes that scream Teen Titans Go, but it also screams a lot of other shows that do the same animation style and do it well. What we need to just relax on is we don't know what we're getting. It's going to have the same voice actresses and actors, so that's good at least. And it could be good. It could be horrible. It may not be bad at all. In Equestria Girls, we thought the worst. We thought this was going to destroy all of Pony as we know it. Unfortunately, all it gave us was a horrible cursed image here that I just managed to find.
Yep. Also, I have a little review from Equestria Girls back in 2013, and wow, I did not like it.
Yeah, I noticed. But the thing is that Equestria Girls eventually grew with us with time, and we learned to accept it. Yeah, we enjoyed the ponies a lot more than Equestria Girls, but we weren't exactly setting studios on fire every time an Equestria Girls special came out. And
what is that abomination?
That's just my point. It's not a very good point. It's a scary point.
The image
but it's
lives.
a point. The thing is, it's just going to tide us over until Generation 5, and it may not be all that bad. And in fact, a lot of bronies have started to embrace it a little bit. Of course, they embraced it in silly ways with some really silly shorts that we will be seeing for the video segment, as well as doing other characters or even their OCs in the Pony Life art style. So, ultimately, my takeaway for the moment, give it a chance.
Also, some people
let's take a deep breath. Let's wait for it to happen. Give it a chance. And then if it ends up being horrible, then we can start to judge with pitchforks and torches. but it may actually be pretty decent, and instead we will just kind of meh it and maybe make the few odd jokes.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my takeaway. What do you guys think? Those of you who have actually looked into this.
Honestly, it is up in the air, and I await to see it. However, I will forever praise Spike being the best designed out of all of them.
Spike looks like a girl.
I'm fine with it.
Okay, so in other news, apparently a very effeminate looking Spike is exactly what Toa wants in life. So now we have a Toa Spike, female Spike, Barb. Toa and Barb shipping.
You realized I have been pushing for good dragons all the time. So
also, Circuit, you do realize you just insinuated Toa wants to get with Fuda Barb.
I know exactly what I did.
I don't care.
And I'm pretty sure Toa's the bottom.
I can always think of be on top.
You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
You know what?
I have a very good idea what you're talking about, but I don't care.
I don't know if we want to actually push on this. Okay, yeah, a lot of
weird joke. Move along.
Moving on. Okay, yeah. The only thing is, people are wondering where the hell is this wings. Well, this is promo art. It may be that they made this initially. Actually, that's the funny thing. Now that I think about it, Spike did get his wings rather recently. Spike got his wings rather recently on the Wild Pony Show. Moving on, but apparently the Spike was actually accidentally revealed already on Instagram last month, over at the Hasbro Instagram. So there's a chance that the Spike concept was made before the wings actually existed. So I'd say don't worry about the wings until it's actually there and we don't see it again.
Also, it could just be the angle.
No, there's no angle here.
There's no angle here.
But let's go ahead and move on here. I think that's enough of Pony Life. Unless, actually, no, wait. We only got Toa's opinion. Anybody else want to throw in there? Tech?
I will judge the episode only when I have seen it.
All right, and Suki?
Pretty much same thing. Just let it happen first, and then cast judgment on it.
There we go. Yep.
Sorry.
It's basically like it's basically like going into any season of anime. You look at the show's premise. You might think, oh, that doesn't look all that great, but then you actually give it a chance, and it's like, oh, okay, they actually pulled something off pretty good here.
Yeah, like Banana.
The hell was that from again? I can't remember.
It's literally a show called Banana.
Oh, okay. Then I just managed to never see it.
Probably not, but if you did, you'd never forget it. Cats and Bananas.
There's a lot of anime.
It's Cats and Bananas. Moving on. BabsCon has actually done... normally I don't announce the guests that are going to different conventions, but this one is a little bit special in a fun way. And it also shows that the conventions are expanding a little bit in their guest appearances. This one, they got Gray DeLise Griffin as one of their special guests.
Delisle.
Give me a break. I'm hopped up on beer.
You're talking about
Princess Azula.
Yeah, and that is the current Daphne voice, like the one that's always doing Scooby-Doo movies now.
Yep,
I think so.
Roles include Azula in Avatar: The Last Airbender, Asajj Ventress, and Padme Amidala in Clone Wars. Mandy in Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Lana, Lola, and Lily Loud in Loud House, and Daphne Blake in Scooby-Doo since 2000.
Yeah, she's been Daphne for quite a while.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So the funny thing is that she has not actually officially voiced in any official MLP shows. However, she actually was the voice actor of Derpy in Epic Rage Time.
Yay, fandom!
So, in essence, she is kind of, she's going to be an official voice actress that was in a fan animation and is going to be at BabsCon. So, how crazy is that? So yeah, that is actually going to be happening at BabsCon. So it's getting exciting to see what they're going to be coming out with now for guests. Definitely
well,
really
not
intriguing.
limited.
You can't limit yourself, man. Not now.
Yep.
Not ever. Now for the writing challenge, second week. A Bag of Vicodin has posted 5 things to keep in mind while you're writing. Of course,
repost.
It's a repost from 2016, but it's still important to know. So, 5 things that you should remember when you are writing. The first thing is the setting. Make sure that the setting of your story is correct. You know, you gotta make sure if it's a drama that you're very descriptive. If it's a comedy, you can go ahead and be a little vague on things. But you gotta make sure the setting is correct and accurate, especially for the tone that you're trying to set for the story. 2, make sure your characters are correct. Having Fluttershy there, suddenly jumping around, unless it's reason for the story, having Fluttershy there jumping around and doing weird and crazy silly things, doesn't quite add up. But also make sure that they have a presence. If Fluttershy is in the library, just make sure that she's actually noticed in the library and not just kind of sitting there off in the field. Fluttershy was there, and then you don't mention her for another 5 pages.
This is why I told you last time round, describe more.
Number 3, the point. Make sure you keep to the point. If you start talking about how the desk was made of mahogany that accelerated space-time and started bending the fabric of reality and also developed warp fields that were used in starships, you might have forgotten about the fact that you're actually talking about Twilight writing in her shipfic folder again.
Actually, that still fits.
Well, it depends on the story, but you get my point.
Well, you know what I mean. If Cole's playing, you know he would do that.
Moving on. Number 4, the ending. Make sure you have an ending in mind of how you want the story to end. Writing lots of details, lots of fun things is always fun, but if you don't have a proper and good way to wrap it up, it can destroy a story. I'm kind of bringing into mind Game of Thrones, it was an incredible and thrilling story that captured the entire nation for several seasons, and the ending kind of fell flat for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's mainly because they said, we don't want it to be predictable, so whee!
Being predictable and just kind of writing out of the cuff of your ass because you're on a toilet seat does not count. But you have an ending in mind. And also your audience. Make sure that you're engaging your audience in the story. Yeah, you might want to actually read this in a little more detail. I didn't quite understand it either.
Basically, if you're having fun with it, what would make the audience more interested?
Basically, just make sure that you keep your audience engaged. You might be able to write in incredible detail about how this wonderful engine of ponydom actually accelerated him to the space age. But if you get to the point where you're spending three pages describing how the engine clicks whenever you start it up, you might be boring your audience to death. Just remember,
Tolkien does this, but
just remember your audience does read this. And keep your audience in mind. Moving on. Be sure, if you want to get more details, be sure to go ahead and read the notes. It's in the show notes. Issue 84 of the My Little Pony comic has officially released. This has Ocellus stepping into the limelight as she and her classmates are tasked by Twilight for the midterms to creatively express what they've learned about friendship. And Ocellus decides she's going to do a special friendship project with her ability to transform, which ends up sending her hurtling into the nullity of space-time, transforming into so many crazy people, and basically losing her shit like Twilight does. In fact, it's kind of fun because you get to see Twilight actually playing a lot more of a Mensa role, and even using the fact that she becomes a neurotic Twilight Nana's wreck whenever she gets a little overstressed or overworked on something. and actually use it to benefit Ocellus. So it's actually
Yeah,
really good. I like the
Yeah,
story.
it's a very good read.
But yeah, pick it up. And finally, over in the Brony community, we have Dead Tree Studios, Eccentricity in Gaming. They recently announced the release of their final core rulebook. Just to give people a heads up on this, these people have created several different books based around the Fallout Equestria universe. I have 3 of them so far, maybe 4. I'm still missing a couple. Well, I'm definitely missing the new one, Gilded Cage. But I got the big ones. I got the huge ones. In fact, Blank saw I had that one that had the safe cover on it, and it was like giant. Blanked? I think I killed it.
Does.
Okay. But yeah, and
You're all right, buddy.
no, it's okay. I get it. Well, we're chugging right along here, so we can get to the good stuff. I'm sure everybody is excited for. But yes, they have released all of their core rulebooks. So if you want to be able to run your own Fallout Equestria campaign, which Fiora the Tank Girl actually uses these books to do her campaigns, so they have been tried and tested. You can buy these books from their official site or from the conventions if you see them there with the books. They have 6 of them, along with 2 digital copies of, I can't remember what they're called, honestly, but I think one of them is like a Changeling Guide and the other one's something else. But they currently have all the core books released. They are currently looking into releasing racial expansion books now. But along with that, they're also working on other different RPG or games that people can play, so you may want to check that out. But along with this, for the next little while, they do have a special sale going on for the next 2 weeks, in fact, where you can buy the physical books or digital books or bundles for a percentage off over at their website. So yeah, you may want to check it out, especially if you are intrigued by this in any way, because it's a good chance to buy them. By the way, it looks like it's Bat Ponies and Changelings that are the currently they're just digital copies, but you can still get those, which is cool.
Given the fact that Fallout Equestria started, at the start of Season 2? There's a lot of stuff there.
I'm not sure when it started, but people have definitely been grabbing onto it and enjoying it, so it's worth a look at. People have been enjoying this. And with that, that is the show notes. Well, no, not the show. It's the news of the week. Now we have the fan submissions of the week. Of course, the art and writing challenge was What's Under the Brony Show bar?
Hold on, I'm posting it.
Of course, well, we do have a couple of other entries, not just you. But we also have the protest initiative challenge post that was given to us by Crazy Mac Captain, but of course, as normally at the behest of Coal Dust. And they always come on to talk about it.
Yeah.
Totally.
So guys, your protest initiative challenge.
I'm still working on mine because you have unleashed something horrible.
Sounds like he's late with his, so he doesn't get any points.
I don't care. Well, I'm doing it for fun now.
He gets a minus half a point for being late. So, Coldust, what was the protest initiative challenge?
I actually don't know because I wasn't here. Oh, a goose.
It was stealing or eating a treatment.
Yeah, the treatment.
And all I can think in this situation is Rick and Lake, Rick and the Lake, Rick and the Lake.
All right, and we got so far 1 art entry and 1 very big story. In fact, written by Vaguely Creepy.
Oh no, here comes VC.
It's a good story.
It looks like a very good story, and we are going to probably have to have somebody read it. But first, let's look at Commander.
I can do it. I've already read through it once. I'll do it again. Yeah.
Good. Oh shit! Here comes Pac-Man.
He read it before, and he will read it again. But let's go ahead and look at Commander Something, who combine things. Under the Brony Show bar, Commander Something has the Toa Goose.
Oh my gosh, it's perfect.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's perfect.
We have a Toa Goose that is hiding under the Brony Show bar. I'm not sure what he's stealing there. Look, it's my NES and SNES cartridges. I get it. He's stealing my video game cartridges that I keep losing.
Since we found the sailor.
Oh dear.
Good, my goose. Good.
Okay, Commander, that's good.
And right now, Toa just literally rapid post his. I don't even know what's going on here. Oh. So I think Toa might have taken a page out of Superhuman. Megas XLR. No.
Sort of power.
I'm not even giving you
pays attention to.
No, I'm giving you tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills. That is not Megas XLR.
No, that's a Super Train Megazord.
I don't know who.
Said, some sort of power thing that people aren't paying attention to.
I don't know who between me and Coldust who should be more offended.
Wait, offended at what?
That he drew a horrible mockery of the Power Train Megazord.
Oh, why should I be?
Because it's a train.
The train Megazord.
That's a train?
Well, it's a Megazord, but
it's made out of trains. Every one of the Zords that season was a train, or at least for that.
For the super form.
It was?
Yep. Not the rainbow one that you think of, Cole.
That's a really shitty version.
I told you!
Totally lost. I mean, props to trying to
There was a Megazord made out of train.
Props, but you probably could have spent a little bit more
here.
time actually making it instead of throwing it out. Anyway,
props to the man for trying to get something in at last minute. So, hey, Toa, I'm giving you a thumbs up. Even though I don't get the reference at all. But yeah.
Fair enough.
All I know is that if it got turned into an actual Power Rangers, it's something after SPD, because that's where I kind of stopped paying attention.
No, this was before. This is Light Speed.
Bullshit.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, you know what? No, we're gonna go ahead and move on here. We're gonna move on here before we become the Power Ranger Power Hour here.
We're about to have a nerd fight.
Yes, we are. And as much as I'd like to see that, we have a Vaguely story. So unfortunately, I keep coughing at random times here. So who wants to take over and read the story of Vaguely Creepy?
Let me do it.
Okay, Coldust, go ahead and read the story while we have a Toa Goose here on the screen.
Honk.
I'll try my best to not murder. I don't apologize.
Oh,
last minute entry art rated content.
Let him read.
This is by Vaguely Creepy. It was about 2:30 in the afternoon when the relative peace and quiet of the Brony Show bar was interrupted by a sudden cacophony echoing through the vent grates in the walls and floor. Circuit Main immediately looked up from his paperwork and groaned. Damn it, he's at it again! Turning from the table he was working at, he called across the room, Cole! It's your turn to take care. Stopping his cleaning, Coldust immediately groaned back. Aw, come on! Don't make me go back there! He's gross, and he bites, and he's disgusting! Before they could argue further, Tsuki came out of the supply closet he'd been stocking, carrying some kind of homemade device. Nah, it's fine. I got the... he calmly claims as he walked over to the nearest floor vent. Casually flipping the grate, he dropped the machine in and quickly took several steps back, covering his... Fire in the hole! There was a bright flash from the vent before gouts of smoke started wafting out of every grate in the room. For several long seconds, nothing happened until a grizzled, raspy voice began to respond from the same opening Suki had dropped his smoke bomb in, swearing and coughing up a storm. Moments later, the voice owner crawled out into the bar, dressed in tattered overalls and lugging a worn pickaxe. Concern it, hack! Wag up! Yeah, dag, galoot! You darn near choked me to death with your gall-darn contract.
Honestly, the breaking up part makes it more hilarious.
Honestly, it works more. He works because it sounds like to stop in the cough.
Yeah.
Circuit, seeing an opportunity to finally be rid of the pest, stepped between the deranged miner and the hole. He crawled out. There, he's out. Block him so he can't get back in. His lungs and eyes finally clearing, the loony digger started waving his pickaxe melemonously at the trio. Melemonously. I'm sticking to it. I told you no good claim jump. Claim jump environments. This here's my mine. This is a bar, you deranged coot. Now, get out of here before we call the cops. Circuit fired back almost as angrily. Never! The prospector screamed, swinging his pickaxe with an unnatural speed and hooked Circuit's leg. He gave the tool a sharp jerk, yanking it to the ground before leaping over his head and diving back in the air vent like a professional. The last they heard of him was his voice trailing away in the labyrinth of tunnels he dug under the bar. During his who knows how many years down there. Jewels! Gold! More jewels! It's mine! All mine! Coldus watched his chance at a peaceful afternoon fade away, like the remaining smoke in the bar floating out the window. Ow. Heaved a sigh and headed for the supply closet. I'll get that jabbing broom. I can't read.
Well, unfortunately, we can all vote. Yep, Vaguely Creepy wins.
Yeah, no, that was...
Commander something.
Ponyman 64 also has one.
Commander something gets a big thumbs up for original concept, Toa Goose. Ponyman 64 has a story. Oh yeah, he must have posted that right off the bat here. Yeah. Ponyman, I see it. We're getting that in right now. Ponyman 64 also has a story. Which, wow, we got a lot more writing in this time around. I love you guys.
Another?
Yes.
And another. And another.
Until we're sane again.
And CMC still calls bullshit on the Super Trade Megazord. I even showed him evidence.
I know it exists, but no, it did not make it to the... I do not believe you that it made it to Power Rangers before SPD.
Oh dear world, we're gonna get into this, aren't we? Hold on.
I'm gonna start reading Ponyman's thing.
Okay, go for it, Coldust. No, you're not Coldust.
Closed up the Brony Show bar for the night. A bottle cap dropped, but when Cole looked down, a blue swirling vortex appeared. Holy Toledo, he said. Circuit, come here a minute. Circuit rushed into the room. Is that a portal into hell? That's more Toa. Words. No, said Circuit. I used quantum particles to open an Epstein-Rosen bridge into a parallel dimension. Inside there is a powerful life form which our ancestors would call a demon. Oh, said Cole. So what's that thing? Orange swirling vortex. That's the portal to hell.
There's an epilogue.
Circuit was chatting at the bar when a goose with Toakoi's colors emerged from the hell portal. It honked loudly, interrupting everything. Circuit sighed.
Oh my god! We just got backstory! We just got backstory to Toa Goose!
This was a coincidence, by the way.
I know it's a coincidence, but oh god. Okay. You know what? Everybody but Toa wins. Everybody but Toa wins. No offense, Toa. It's just that you've started us on a freaking chat room controversy on Power Rangers, so you must be punished. But,
Fair enough.
I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but it still works so wonderfully well. Commander Something has Toa Goose. Ponyman 64 has the portal to hell that brings out the Toa Goose. Vaguely Creepy has an awesome story with a miner that is golding in under our bar, and actually goes on for almost a full page of this. This is amazing. All of this is amazing. Oh, you guys are incredible. I love all of you. Oh, everybody wins.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't choose on this one. I can't. This all works so stupidly well together that there is
a lot of really fun and dumb writing tonight.
Yes,
a lot of it.
This is wonderful. Oh, I love every bit of it. Oh man. So
I'm going to say that I'm going to go out on a limb and say the true loser tonight is Circuit, because Circuit didn't make anything. Glare.
I'm gonna continue drinking my beer now.
I mean,
I didn't make anything either, so I'm also looking there. But
in his case, though, he's got a pretty good excuse with his work, trying to literally kill him.
Well, trying to drag me back to hell. So
that's basically the same thing.
No, Cole, you did make something this week.
That too?
You just didn't post it for this.
Yeah, he did an art stream for Team Trees.
Oh, cool.
Also,
Yeah,
by
that
the
was a
way,
thing.
he was the only clean artist on his stream team.
There's an irony.
That's actually the thing. Yeah. So there was an artist who goes by Spoopy Gander. Did decide to do a 24-hour art streaming event where there'd be artists streaming all throughout the day to raise money for Team Tree. And I follow this artist, and I saw the post to like sign up for the Discord server to sign up. I was like, fuck yeah, I've always wanted to take part in a charity stream. So I did. And I didn't despite the fact I follow like nearly everyone who was involved in the stream, I didn't realize how NSSW everything else would be. So here I am just like struggling to draw like safe for work and trying to remember how to draw on a tablet, because I've been drawing traditionally for the past month or so that I've been drawing. So so that went swimmingly, but it was good. It was fun, and we managed to raise a lot of money for Team Tree. There was 1,050 something, I think, if I remember correctly. I can't remember the exact numbers, but yeah.
All right.
I also donated, because donation is fun. Yay!
Somewhere between 1,050 and 1,080.
All right.
Where the initial goal was 500.
Nice.
It's true, so I think we did pretty all right.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this a little bit, because we have gone on this a little long, and I'm sure everybody is excited, eager, and scared of what Derpibooru tags we're going to bring up. So let's quickly go over next week's challenge. Now, I know people hate this, but no, honestly, I do enjoy a little bit of it during the season. And unfortunately, the season is almost ending. Pumpkin Spice. Next week's challenge shall be the last bit of pumpkin spice. This is the last bit for the year. What does that mean? Maybe Cirque decides to convert it over into another beer. The last pumpkin spice beer. Maybe he's hoarding it in a horrible box that he's latching with keychains and stuff so that nobody else can get to it. Maybe he just sprinkles it onto his toast because he's just feeling silly. I don't know. But that's what...
Or it could be the fact that the bar is the last place to have it, and
or maybe
trying to break it down.
Or maybe it's that everybody is trying to fight for the last pumpkin spice that's on the shelves because they know that the inevitability of the peppermint spice and ginger are going to be flooding the shelves as Christmas fast approaches.
Oh, I'm so doing some form of Walking Dead where everyone's trying to get into the bar because we have the last pumpkin spice.
That's a thought too. Anything you want to come up with? Last bit of pumpkin spice. Last bit of pumpkin spice. Can I do something? Thank you so much. This is awesome, though. I hope you have a good night. Thank you so much for the awesome art. And that's my challenge of the week. What's the protest initiative challenge?
The protest initiative challenge of this week is 19th century horsepower derricks.
Derricks?
Derricks.
What's a derrick?
Here's a picture. I'm posting in content creation.
You're right, if you didn't have an idea. I was just going to open to a random page of the book.
Wait, are you talking about an oil derrick?
No. I'm talking about like a hoist.
Oh.
It's basically like a in the 19th century, you could power it using a horse walking around.
Okay, yeah, there's the image for everybody. 19th century horse-powered derricks. Remember, this is the Process Initiative Challenge, so you can decide if you want to go through with it or not.
So, it's basically a horse-powered crane?
Yeah, basically.
Yep. Okay.
Interesting. All right, and with that, let's go ahead and go into our actual topic for du jour, which I'm sure people have been waiting excitedly for, or terrifyingly for. A little bit of both. There we go. I'd say we got the appropriate image for all of this. And here is the image to start us off. Of course, this isn't any of the tags. I just found this at random, so I'm going to put it up. So, Derpibooru tags. Several eons ago, Coldust and Crazy Matt Captain, came together.
Was probably a part of it at some point.
Well, maybe. They came together and realized Derpibooru is full of fun images that have really weird tags. And going into those
really
tags,
creepy stuff.
And going into those tags, well, that's the fun part. But going into those tags yields even more fun, weird, and crazy images. So he's cobbled together a big list that we've been slowly going through, little by little.
And now, they've added to it.
Well, I hope they've added to it, or else this is going to go short. And we are going to go ahead and jump into this. And we're going to start looking at these Derpibooru tags.
I should also note that there are some tags that we've not added into the list yet that we just kind of stumbled upon. So if you run out, we've got a chat that's dedicated specifically to tags in another server, which we can totally go into.
Well, definitely we should try to put them on the list too, but I think we got enough definitely for today at least, unless these go through ridiculously fast. But we're going to start over with our part 6 start, Sweetie's Plate. I have put the tag in the picks and gifts if anybody wants to go through all of them in Derpibooru.
Yeah, that's basically what we'll post them, boss.
So, yep, please go ahead and do that as well. So here's, right off the bat, this concept is simple though. Sweetie's Plate from when she was getting the little tiny ice cream. Except people have decided to run with it and put weird and fascinating things for Sweetie to eat, or at least stare at.
By the way, I love the Transformers comparison. I think that's Prowl, but I can be wrong.
Well, let's make sure we put that picks and gifts here for everybody. So yeah, if you guys
take a look.
Well, I just put it in picks and gifts, but there you go.
Well, I only have 8 on here, so it's not that many, but you know.
Or it's free.
Yeah. The only problem with this one is it says that there's 17 images, but it's only displaying 8, so I'm guessing the rest of them are not going to show under a default, which I'm kind of grateful for, because they can't be good.
Cole, can you confirm or deny that?
How many?
It says that there's 17 for Sweetie's Plate.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Safe.
I've got
a couple of them are references to Tide Pods.
Oh.
I've got
no.
No,
I've got 16 that are popping up on my end. So
yeah, I'm only
for some reason I'm missing one. Must be hidden for good reason. I am currently using my normal my normal filters, so if it's not appearing on my end, it's something that does not need to see my eyes.
Okay, that's really weird. I just opened up my filters a little bit, but there's nothing really different. I mean, we got a Sweetie Belle looking at a wagon wheels. Sweetie Belle looking at a box of popcorn. None of these are animated, so it's not like there's anything hidden. I mean, it's a fun little concept. I just don't exactly know why it was hiding so many under the default filter. That is really weird.
I don't know. I don't run the site, so I can't tell you.
Alright. Well, I'm not seeing really much else in the picks and gifts here either, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next tag. Great moments in animation.
Oh, this one's fun.
Oh, here we go. 670. Here's one that people can have fun with. Again, for everybody here in our Discord, be sure to put in the ones that you find interesting or silly into our picks and gifts here.
I like the animation errors on the dragons.
Let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, a lot of these were used as, like, meme images and, for, artists. No. Beer. Yeah, beer sounds good.
Yeah. I personally...
So, Ponyville Cider Fest. These were actually used in Ponyville Cider Fest.
Yeah, I also like that we have a fan animation with the smear technique for Lauren here.
Alright, so here we got a simple Rainbow Dash 1. Nothing too crazy to go about, but it's pretty fun. And also from Clouded, here is Derpibooru. But yeah, these are fun because basically you manage to pause the video at the exact right moment and it just looks way wrong or way hilarious.
Also some continuity, but hey.
Yeah, blowing a caterpillar that seems a little too happy. Got the two-faced flutterbat. And that looks like, oh dear, I don't know how to describe that. Blank, how would you describe that one?
Yes.
Wait, let me see.
Still fishing, you see. Do barrel.
Do barrel. Oh, okay. Got it. Blank, I'm so happy to have you back.
Oh, that one's perfect.
Wait. I have an image that capitalizes on that. But again, the dragon image is my favorite simply because it's going, hey, what is scale again?
Oh, I think I kind of see what they're going on with this animation thing where they're comparing the actual size of the sizes of the dragons.
Yep.
Actually, that is pretty cool that they actually kept it rather consistent. And of course, here's the Lauren Faust smear face from the producer short for the. Oh wow! Yeah, this looks wrong on so many levels. Twilight Sparkle, I know you have your head up your ass sometimes, but this isn't what we wanted. Remember, these are actually animations that are in the different episodes or different fan productions, things like that. So all of this can be seen if you pause at the right moments.
It's pretty much yeah. This is what happens when you. This is what in-betweeners do, basically.
Yeah, this is why you don't look at smears in animation.
No, this is exactly why you look at smears in animation.
If you've ever wondered why me and CMC will sometimes pull episodes and watch them frame by frame, this is the reason why.
These little pieces of fun.
But this one is creepy. Just you got this little pony kid here that is laughing with his eyes open. That is creepy as hell.
That's fine. I'm wondering where their legs are.
I didn't notice the legs. I'm just looking at that face.
Leg.
And here's Cheese Sandwich, literally being pulled apart by the Laughter Cosmos. He dove too deep into the laughter sphere.
We expect that of him.
All right, we're just gonna post this here and let your guys' imaginations run away with it. We don't need to do anything else at this point.
It was then that Twilight thought she learned the meaning of blowing.
And then again, that Spike image looks way too happy.
I'm trying to figure out the length of the humerus.
Actually, I looked at like this one. I can't tell if he's happy or if he's just really excited to do a belly flop or something.
I have no idea either.
His eyes are just stretching right out of his face.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it looks like Pinky dreams of magical feet.
Again, the frickin'. We have. If we all just took a moment to look at all the animation errors or the in-between shots, we would have no reason to do anything else.
Oh, this is a fun little Viking shot here.
Oh yeah, there's also little bits of cute that you find in there.
Yep.
Oh, I see the joke here. Yeah. Yeah, Generation 1, but it looks like Megan is apparently having to take the head off in order to rub it.
Yeah, no, it's great. They totally forgot to add in one cell layer.
Hey, Cole, don't you have one of those cell layers?
I do. Although it's not from that. It's not from My Little Pony and Friends. It's from My Little Ponytails. But still,
we know we got it for you.
And
so great.
This is the image that speaks 1,000 words.
Mostly Spike.
No, I think it's.
What is my life?
I think Spike has just realized that Twilight likes to flash people with her wings.
What is Twilight hiding under there? We'll never know.
Oh, no. This is the internet. We know exactly what's under there.
Yep.
Well, we don't know because everybody has their own theories and all of them are probably correct. It was at this moment Pinky knew she fucked up.
Thank goodness you turned off your phone. Otherwise, there would be a random yay in there.
Thank goodness I turned it off. Alright, I do like this one, where Rarity basically mimics Pinkie Pie. The whole scene was amazing, but this is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this image itself. This is the image. This image was all over Poniesville Cider Fest. Hey, Blink, mind if I borrow you?
Give me a second.
Thoughts? Well, this one.
That's pretty great. What are you?
Thank you.
And Pinkie Pie, unfortunately, realizing that giving face stretching lessons, facelifts. We'll go with facelifts. Don't work the way she thought. Wait, what the hell?
If you have to say
Creature,
it, then it's a thing.
Creature, I demand you explain this. Oh God, Cody, I need you again.
My Little Ponytails.
I can't even say blanked. I gotta say this is too much.
Right. I don't recall which episode that's from, but yeah.
I remember seeing that actually.
I know.
I think it's from the second season.
It's from the second series, actually.
Then me and Mel definitely watched that one.
You know, hand-drawn animation has a lot more potential to be scary.
The flesh must be ascended.
I don't know why, but hand-drawn animation can be a lot scarier when it wants to be.
Well, it kind of has to be in a way, but yeah, wow.
I need to thoroughly go through that.
By the way, I have a
DVD
here that is clearly the best of this.
All right, so that's the end of what I gotten at the moment. Let me.
No, there's still at least 3 more.
No, there isn't. Oh no, they just came in. Well, I mean, I got to the Applejack one. I got the freeze frame. Oh wow.
Yeah.
So we're gonna look at Pony Thulu here. This is the new creature that has decided to attack the equestrian realm.
By the way, freeze frame, one of the best moments in anime history. I think this is where that thing was spawned.
Actually, no, you guys missed the greatest moment in animated history here. This one.
Okay. Oh wait, creature has another.
Okay,
about that one?
here we go. Okay, chat room. Rarity looks like she's high. I think that's closer to a Shoggoth. Fair enough. The fusion we never wanted. Oh my god, burning it with fire. She's not lifting. Of course it doesn't work. Hey Twilight, why the long face? Welcome back to your kind of quest, by the way. Buffin Dangy, sounds right. Teryx is my spirit animal. She has a secret stretch powers. Of course, that's going over several different images here. I really got to read these more often. I apologize. Here's another image to say apologies. What the Okay, the only way I could describe this image accurately and correctly, it looks like, Mrs. Cake took some of her very special brownies, and this is essentially, no, it's not just Mrs. Cake, it's Mrs. Cake and pumpkin cake.
Yeah, it's pumpkin.
It's like very special brownies, and this is them kind of losing their grip on reality.
Snap back to reality. Oh, let's go, guys.
And yet somehow Pinky has reality.
Alright, here's a fun one. I got Burks. Wow, we could actually go all day on these. These are glorious.
As I said.
Alright, and here we have Rainbow Dash. I think Rainbow Dash is doing the bum rush. Either that or she got one of those industrial strength dildos, and we're just gonna let it go from there.
You're the one that said it, not us.
There's no other way to describe this. And it's more sad and accurate that we have a Fluttershy at the bottom left just doing mare butts.
Again, you're the one that set that up. We did nothing.
Perfect.
And here we got Apple Bright Mac. We got Bright Mac.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Hey, that's actually how horses sneeze.
I would like to see a picture of a horse looking like that when it sneezes. Blanked?
Is that a challenge?
I'm gonna need you again, Blanked. Oh god, I'm gonna hold on to this image though for the end.
I don't know what to say to that one.
How about this one?
I'll come back and hit you.
And
All I can think when I
bottom of
see
that
that is my Steam icon.
Actually, that does remind me of your Steam icon.
Who's crazy now?
This would look like it
That would
like
make
to
a
me.
great icon, actually.
It does, doesn't it?
Good spike icon.
Okay. Oh, the tail. I see it now.
Yeah, he's holding a picture.
No. The animation error. I see Applejack bouncing in.
Oh, different image.
Oh. Moving on.
I don't see the error.
Neither do I, but here's High Spike. The animation error of High Spike that has gone on for so long. Why is this in here? The Twilight Stretch Fate.
Yep. Also,
I'm pretty sure that's a Army of Darkness joke there. Thank you, Ponyman64. Yeah, Army of Darkness joke. I'm sure that's Twilight Stretch Face there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Because he opened the wrong freaking book.
Harsh reading intensifies. Oh no. I got the perfect one for this, but I feel terrible. Blink, I'm gonna need you to smack me if this sounds as terrible as it does.
I need to see the picture. Give me a second.
Okay.
It's the spike.
No.
Applejack and Rarity is Rarity's eyelashes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, minor.
Okay. Okay, you see the image? Spike discovers masturbation for the first time.
I was also going to say praise the sun.
By the way, you don't have to show the gif of the actual horse, but yeah, Breakman's not too far off from reality as it seems.
Actually, Circuit, I got a slightly better one for the Spike one.
Okay, go for it.
13 years old and discovered the internet.
Oh! That is better. He wins. Let's see. Draconiquist. He is in shocking awe of his shiny rod. GP Scroll. He found Big Mac's stash. Okay, gotta go fast. Yes, it would lie to me. Oh god, that sneeze. Some guys would die by that. Hips don't lie. Yeah, okay. Alright, I think we already pretty much exhausted everything we could find here, or at least enough that we can move on without any problems.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh, I am not touching that one. Beetlejuice freaked me out as a kid. Moving on. Cuddle Puddle.
Really?
I was a kid, and I didn't understand what was going on, and was only getting snippets.
Then again...
Here's a better question. Movie or the cartoon?
Movie. Cartoon I enjoyed.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, the movie
I get.
Yeah, the movie was actually intended to be kind of creepy at times.
Oh, yeah.
But
It pulled it off.
It was to the point of hilarity at times as well.
Alright, so the next tag is Cuddle Puddle. So this one, unfortunately, not as much funny, but a lot more So I hope you guys have your diabetes meds. If you guys don't have your diabetes medications, you're going to be feeling this. And we're gonna start off with this one. The main six and the princess is all in Celestia's hair. Literally.
Also, did you post it to the gifts?
I did not. I will get that right away.
Also, Circuit, I swear to God, you said medication.
I said medication. It's
You're gonna go get yourself a medication.
I swear it's not the beer talking. It's just the beer talking.
Oh, I love the Tridashi one. Is that a Tridashi? Yes, it is.
Alright, so a lot of Cuddle Puddle here. So yeah, be ready, everybody. You are going to... Let's see. Everything revolves around the sun. Okay, everybody's already coming up with the sun jokes. Everything revolves around the sun.
Might as well be walking on the sun.
Da, da, da.
And here we got Twilight Celestia Cuddle. Nice.
Yeah, speaking of music, I'm running behind a guy with a great Metallica name.
Ooh.
Harvester of Sorrows.
Nice.
Harvester of Sorrows, I would go with The Sorrows Fulfill Me.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna think Metallica, and you can't stop me.
I didn't say it was bad.
All right, here's a main six with Rarity and Applejack's hat. You can't go wrong there. CMC in the barn, Cuddle Puddle. And here we have a bunch of background ponies in a Cuddle Puddle.
Well, that's a lot of fan characters and a changeling. Oh,
here we see a Cuddle Puddle of a very angry pony blood drinking changeling that doesn't like being a colorful changeling at times.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name, unfortunately. I do apologize.
I think it was Berserker or
yeah,
like
Berserker Pony. It's Berserk Pony.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. And here we have. Okay, your guess on this Cuddle Puddle. But hey, to each their own. And here we have the Discord Cuddle Puddle, like that'll ever happen. And here we have the main six Cuddle Puddle with Rainbow Dash missing out because she has to do the cloud. This is why you can't be too absorbed into the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're separated.
This is what happens when you get uploaded cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see. Celestia's shampoo failed. The sun revolves around a quasar black hole. Unfortunately, Breezy passed away.
Yeah, one of the people that's in there.
Oh, that's a shame.
Something happened.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it's been known for a while if you follow the person.
Right. Spike is using Twilight's tail as a blanket.
Aw, adorable.
Yeah. And here's a group cuddle with apparently one of the group cuddles is that Fluttershy's ass in his face?
don't grab the thumbnail images.
Well, it's a plus shy, but his.
Yeah, I guess that's basically the back end is up above.
I'm trying to do the right thing, but it's just not grabbing it right.
All right, and here we got the unicorn cuddle puddle.
It says thumb. It's the wrong thing.
And here's an actual show cuddle puddle.
Oh, I'm doing image. Yeah.
Yep. And Captain Pudge Muffin, who gave us really good art and cuddle puddles.
Looks more like so many pinkies.
There we go. I just.
Well, yeah, but it's from the artist Captain Pudge Muffin. And here's a Chrissy cuddle puddle. And here is a literal cuddle puddle.
Trust me, I found that and I just posted.
And now here is a bunch of ponies in animal costumes cuddling together with a very, very embarrassed Rainbow Dash bear. And I never thought I would have to say that was a straight face.
Boss, a lot of things we do, you have to wonder, can I say this with a straight face?
Nah. Anyway, here's the ponified version of the sirens cuddled together, and obviously two of them being irritated and one of them not so much. Probably because she put in that she knows that she's gonna have a warm taco from the toaster in a moment.
By the way, I love the fact that we actually did have the taco mentioned again.
I think they pretty much had to do it at that point since it became a meme. They really
and what she's known for.
Well, they really went nuts with all the jokes and everything at the end of the series, which I'm glad for. I'm glad that they let themselves hang loose and just went nuts.
Mm-hmm.
They needed
did a whole different main style for that flower pony.
But yeah, wow, so many cuddle puddles here. There's pages of them. Pages! You can get lost in the cuddle puddles. There's more cuddle puddles. Let's go ahead and post the changeling cuddle puddle. That doesn't look quite as comfortable though, especially with the one screaming.
Trying to run away.
Well, one of them screaming and trying to reach for help.
Help!
I'm pretty sure the cuddle puddling is lost there.
And
okay, this one looks way wrong. Okay, yeah, this one looks way wrong. Spike looks a little too happy to be surrounded by mares. I mean, is it me there? Am I the only one that sees that?
No.
I've seen that artist stuff, so I'm agree.
Fair enough. Never mind.
Well, this was on default, so if anything slipped through...
Spike gets all the mares. Oh, it's TG Weaver. Burbs.
Yeah, I think someone was happy that I posted that little plushie.
Alright, and do we have any more cuddle puddles here, or should we go ahead and move on to our next tag, which might end up being our second to last, if not the last one, depending on how fast it goes. Alright, I'd say that's our cue to go ahead and go on to the next tag. Next tag, accessory swap. Mostly it's people stealing Trixie's or Applejack's hat, but people swap around their accessories. Why? Why are they dressing like each other? Who knows?
Hey, don't kink shame.
I'm not kink shaming. Oh man, I thought that was a different one there. But
I just love Spike.
Besides, it is kind of funny to see different ponies dressed up at different dressed up in Trixie stuff. And we're gonna go ahead and
glasses on everyone else.
Let's go ahead and start off with Spike dressing up in Applejack's hat and scarf, just because it's obviously ship fodder there.
Well, that's a bandana, but I see your point. Also, I'm Applejack. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Moving on. And here we have Luna in Celestia garb.
Now, do we have Celestia and Luna garb?
I believe this is intentional. I don't doubt that it's intentional. And the Apple Family accessory swap. Okay, Big Mac with Apple Bloom's bow is hilarious, but Applejack with Big Mac's plow is just completely crazy.
That's called a yoke, I believe.
Well, the yoke's on you.
Exactly.
Barg.
Even the names have been changed around.
Oh, Big Bloom, Apple Mac, and Cutesy Jack. Why Cutesy Jack?
Yes.
Because they couldn't do Applejack again.
No. It's Sweetie
Because-
Belle. It could have been Sweetie Jack.
That's Apple Bloom.
No, yeah, that is Applejack. Oh, Applejack, Apple Bloom.
Yeah.
Jackie Bloom. Okay, I guess a Cutesy Jack does make sense. All right, and here we got this one's weird because it looks like Nightmare Moon is bald without her helmet.
Hey, blame the artist on that one.
Big Mac always farms in style, no doubt here. And here we have a hair swap. We got an Apple Jewel and Rarity with Applejack's hat and a swig of beer.
Oh, Creature, you already got it. Good on ya.
And here we have Applejack and Trixie swapping hats. Awesome. This one actually doesn't quite make as much sense if you don't pay close attention to them in Equestria Girls, but they're wearing each other's outfits. Okay, this one is hilarious. I didn't realize how close their glasses look to one another. Photo Finish and DJ Pony wearing the separate glasses. The Great and Powerful Apple Horse. I like that. And here's a fun one. Trixie's cape and Star Swirl's cape get swapped in the laundry.
Sunburst.
I know what I said. I'm sticking with it. No. Sunburst's cape. But they got swapped. Next, we got Derpy with Applejack's hat. And here we see Spike wearing some cool DJ Pony shades. And then we have probably the imminent death of Bon Bon as she broke Octavia's bow while Lyra enjoys some DJ Pony glasses.
And Vinyl's like, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Great and Powerful Apple Horse. Like you, chap. And here, speaking of which, here we got Cheerilee dressed up as a zebra and Zakura with Cheerilee's colors. It looks completely wrong.
She should, Cheerilee should be really happy that they have long necks.
Oh, yeah. I'd agree on that one.
Because, yeah, if that whole ring thing, that's over years for most women in Africa that do that.
In South America, I think.
That is, yeah, and I don't know. I found it interesting. I forget where I saw it, but there was some special that actually did a thing where they actually removed the rings off of a woman after like 20 years of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
She was a giraffe.
Well,
Wow.
you gotta imagine that's one way to keep a lot of pressure off your spine by elongating your vertebrae.
Okay, this one's a little weird because it's Trixie, but it's also kind of a Fairly Odd Parents reference.
Well, it is a swap in...
Yeah, it's a swap in a way, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so here we got Celestia and Trixie's outfit. Everybody is dressing up like Trixie.
Because she is the great and powerful.
Let's see, pink is not her color. My eyes! Trixie is Trixie. Yeah, Trixie is Trixie, I like that. And here we have an official cover of with Octavia trying to do DJ Pony stuff, and obviously DJ Pony with Octavia's cello, which is not really a cello, but I'm just going to call it that because I don't know what it's called.
Bass.
It's a mix.
Yeah.
From what I can tell, the sizing and the way the things are put together, it's a special crafted instrument.
And here we have Egyptian Luna.
Somnambula is the swap.
I'm going to call it Egyptian Luna. It's funny. And here's Fluttershy and Applejack with Fluttershy's hat, and we'll just let the rest of the image speak for itself. Hello, Luna. Yes. And we have a little young Twilight and Celestia's Royal Regalia.
Oh, the foreshadowing with that.
Unexpected foreshadowing. That should be a Derpibooru tag. Unexpected foreshadowing.
Guys, look for it.
Not literally, but I mean it should be used on all of these images. Some of these images.
There is a tag that basically means the same thing. I totally forgot what it was. I think it's
Check the tag.
funny in hindsight. No, it's funny in hindsight. Basically, it's extra funny that it happened in the art, and then in like I don't know. Due to later context, it's funnier. There we go.
I get it. All right, and we got Applejack being ridden by Rainbow Dash wearing a hat. Here's another one of Octavia and DJ Pony swapping eyeglasses and doing silly things. And then, just for a change of pace, here's Luna wearing DJ Pony's equipment. And apparently the tag is incredibly dirty, so it's a good thing I have my default on.
Oh, I have no doubt about it.
Funny in hindsight, it's hilarious in hindsight.
Thank you.
That's what it was.
Add it to the list.
I thought that was, isn't it?
Well, if it isn't, we are going to.
Also, one last one with the apples, all of them swap.
Boy, add it in right next.
And yep, as mentioned, here is Apple Bloom, Applejack swapping. Well, no, they're swapping all around, all over the place here. So you got Applejack with a bow, Apple Bloom with Granny's scarf, Granny with the yoke, and Big Mac with the hats. All right, and I think with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the tags here, mostly because we are running a little short on time. But this was a lot of fun, and I'm glad that we got back to this, and I can't wait to get back to it again. However, now is the time to bring it home with our video segment. And we got quite a number of videos here. A lot of fun stuff has come out, especially in regards to Pony Life. But we also have some fun, silly videos, some serious videos, some music videos. I'm pausing that for the moment. But yeah, a lot of good stuff here. So let's go ahead and get our video segment up. And we're going to quickly change the horrible image that is scarring for life. It's already been changed. You're too late. What's up?
Matt is talking
We
weird.
need more scars.
Everybody wants to be scarred, but we shouldn't scar people as much at the moment.
Hi, Fuzzwell. How you doing?
And let's get our restream chat up here. There we all are. And unfortunately, I have to run for a quick moment, so I'm just going to leave you to the videos here so they can play out.
I'll probably dip out the call for a little bit. Probably come back in near the end.
Cool. All right, so here we got My Pony Life clips, and also a Weiss Reacts to Pony Life. And then I'll probably be back by the time this starts going, but so a Five Nights at Pinky's Arcade. So here, hope everybody enjoys. I shall return in a moment. I'll leave you to our commentators.
It sure is boring around here. Things should liven up once the others arrive.
Yes, we're still missing Twilight, Rainbow Dash, and gosh, I feel like I'm forgetting someone else.
Hey sisters, what's the tea?
Just a classic chamomile.
Come on, Spy. We only just got here. Well, looks like the ruler of Equestria finally showed up. Sorry for the delay. Things are awful busy up at the castle.
Hey, things have kind of gone downhill since last time, and I was wondering when...
Moon Prison.
Excuse me?
I don't care. Moon Prison. the crap, Twilight. I am sick and tired of giving up half my earnings to you and your useless government. Taxation is theft, you asshole. Pinky, you realize that all those taxes go to schools and hospitals, right? Does it look like I give two shits? I can barely afford the insurance on my vintage Jaguar thanks to you.
Okay, Boomer.
Let me get one thing fucking straight. I'm fucking maniacal. I'm absolutely frantic. A mad dog. I'm going wild. I fed myself into a NyQuil-induced 5-hour nap at 2 o'clock p.m. And when I woke up, I couldn't see. So I just went back to bed. And when I woke up, it was next week.
Now that's what I call a bro moment.
I don't know if it's real or not.
It's not.
Wait, what made you think it was?
So somebody's just trolling us.
No.
I think there's something wrong with the order, boss.
Everything is fucked. Everybody sucks.
Damn, I'm feeling good as hell. Rainbow Dash. You know there's a perfectly good toilet for you to use to come inside.
Okay, Boomer.
I'm a millennial, you idiot. This statement right here shows how fucking stupid the generation argument is. Millennials are the worst generation hands down. We were coddled as children, told to go to college, and then instead of going to college for useful degrees, y'all took women's studies and underwater basket weaving. I'm 22 years old, making 48 grand a year and sustaining myself simply because I didn't cripple myself with $100,000 in debt on a useless degree for the current job market. Instead of bitching about boomers being the bosses, y'all should lace up your Yeezys and start your own business. Contribute to your community, don't bitch about the older generation, because guess what, they were fucked up by their parents too. Take responsibility for your life and work to better it instead of making excuses and blaming boomers.
Okay, Boomer.
So anybody creeped out yet?
I probably would be if I was paying attention.
Of course, the jump scare.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the freaking noise got me because I wasn't paying attention to it.
Well, that's for that for you.
Funny thing is that it didn't end as expected.
Nope. Octavia Abattoir went, nope, fuck this.
I know, yeah, creepy animation, but still a lot of fun. Now here's a Big Mac question in a nutshell.
I'm going to propose to Whopper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yup. 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 Okay.
Bake all these words into deserts. Okay.
Yup. Okay.
Give this secret message pie to Whopper.
Okay.
What the hey? She didn't notice the apple. Make them more not a shipple.
Okay.
I think therefore apple.
Please help us find Whopper.
I will tell you about my dream instant.
What the hey?
Ops, I burned your baked goods.
What the hey?
Let's go to the
What the hey?
I teleport you.
What the hey?
Yup.
What the hey?
What the hey?
What the hey?
Yup.
Marry me. Okay.
Yup.
So in a nutshell, that's what happened.
Yay, marriage.
And now, Think of Me. Animatic. Based off of The Phantom of the Opera.
Hello, ladies.
Well, look at you. Do you want...
Przyjdzie dzień, nie tak odległy dzień, że dawny głos podpowie ci. Może warto mi poświęcić chociaż jedną myśl. Dobrze wiem, że serce zmienne jest, jak morskiej fali nagły dryf, ale wietrze mi wystarczy nawet jedna myśl. Wiem, jak wiele połączyło nas. Nie pytam kto i jak odmierza czas. Wspomnij mnie, gdy się obudzisz na krawędzi dnia. Wspomnij mnie, po co się łudzić, że zatrzemy ślad. Tak już jest, że nie dowiemy się, co czeka nas lub mogło być, ale wiedz, że mi wystarczy nawet jedna myśl. Czy to jest Christy?
Brawo! Dawno tak, to było dawno tak, wspomnienia tamtych dni za mgłą. Ona mogła mnie zapomnieć, lecz ja pamiętam ją.
Dobrze wiem, że serce zmienne jest, jak morskie fali nagły dryf, ale wiedz, że mi
Bellissimo! Paradissimo!
By the way, neat thing about Phantom of the Opera, it doesn't get good until the musical is made.
Wasn't it a music? Never mind, I'm not even gonna...
No, it started off as more of a crime drama than a romance.
Crime drama?
Yep!
You make it sound like it's Law and Order opera unit.
It kind of was.
Moving on. Look Back, Season 9 from Aggroll.
Seriously, check out the Lost in adaptations. It's good.
Seriously, watch this now. It's even better.
I know it's even better. That was beautiful.
And now here's Space Girl from the Collaboratory.
Yeah, I just rediscovered them again.
And the hide and seek song now.
To play a game. It's time for hide and seek. Run, run, run. Time to run and hide. Run, run, run. And now I'm going to find you. Scurry off into the darkness. Hurry, I'm behind you. Don't you speak. Hide and seek.
I could totally see someone using this as a horror movie song.
Anywhere you fled, I am going to find you. Stay inside the shadows, all you girls and boys. Don't you make a noise, or I am going to find you. Run, run, run. Creep up on my prey. Run, run, run. Stalk the night away. Scuttle off into the night, but what'll be behind you? Don't you speak. Hide and seek. Like the frog inside a skillet, the lobster in a pan. You don't understand that I am going to find you. Be still as a mountain and quiet as a mouse, 'cause any little sound and I will surely find you. Tick, tick, tock, are you ready or not? Tick, tick, tock, listen to the clock. Hasten off into the black, don't waste another heartbeat. Don't you peek, hide and seek. Let the countdown begin. Ready or not, here I come.
As I said, horror movie song waiting right there.
Nah, this will do better. Glimmer. Based off of a movie
I
trailer.
don't remember us ever being
Ah, Joker.
until today. And just like that, my friend was gone. Behold! You've spent your whole lives thinking those marks are a good thing. Now you can spend the rest of your lives here. With us.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile. Through your fear and sorrow, smile, and maybe tomorrow.
I'm just having a hard time understanding. Different talents lead to different opinions, which lead to bitterness and misery. Accept your limitation, and happiness will follow.
Didn't you see what just happened out there? Your friend has accepted our way. You will all accept our way. It's only a matter of time.
It's my magic that makes all this possible. The only way to be happy is if we're all equal.
You just
Well, way to show that Starlight was very much a villain back then.
And now just cracked it.
Oh, man. You kids almost broke that window. Almost? Almost. But you didn't. You just cracked it. You see, this is your door. There are jillions of other Billies living in jillions of other universes, annoying jillions of other people. All those Billies have shadows, and all those Billies are connected to the shadow world by this door. If the glass is broken, all those Billies would pour out into the shadow world. flooding it with unimaginable, unspeakable horror. But it didn't break that window. Just cracked it. What a freak.
I'm perfectly fine with this.
Who wants ice cream and soda pop?
That was actually an older one that I just barely found recently. So there's still a lot of old stuff that we're still gotta find at some point.
Yeah, we got the material. We have the time. Is that came through a hoof?
And now an error in judgment.
There are a lot of those.
Yeah, but this one's specific.
Congratulations, Twilight. I'm sure you're very proud of your brother.
The wedding was perfect. I'm sure they'll be happy together. But can I ask you something, Princess?
Anything, Twilight?
Was it you who put Spike, a baby dragon, in charge of the bachelor party?
Well, that's a good question, Twilight. But,
Because I'm just saying, it was really, really uncomfortable when he was asking me the best way to hire a stripper. Because, then I had to admit that I knew how.
And
I'm just
tip
saying,
two
you'd
analysis.
actually hit more targets if you weren't using the classic.
At least my gun knows how to no-scope.
Well, at least I have a secondary slot open. You forgot to equip yours, or is the Razorback constantly on refresh mode?
Why equip that when you can be at the highest building where no one else can find you? Earth Pony.
Oh, we're going in that direction, are we? Well, at least when I get nosebleeds, I can only point to one excuse.
Excuse me?
Well, what should I insult? Your lightheadedness? Or your lightheadedness?
Says the one with a stick up their bum.
That stick is right to be placed there. Not the way I wanted that to come out.
Oh, I'm sure of it. You really should look at where you point everything, even your wording.
Newbie Dash is perfectly fine.
Dear Princess's Dream of Magic Sheep is a masterpiece, and I will never take that back. Dab at the Luna haters.
Yeah, last pony who dabbed fell flat on their face. Gravity rules, baby.
Gravity falls.
Hey, I like that show.
Oh, yeah, well, Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Well, at least we could agree on something. What are your thoughts on Legend of Korra?
Not as good as Avatar, but I still like it.
Yeah, no argument there. Korra-sami for life, though.
At least it's not like Gumball.
Beg pardon?
That show is complete garbage.
Are we watching the same show? Amazing World of Gumball is a masterpiece. Sans that one episode about abusive relationships.
Right, a masterpiece to you is when characters make random decisions with little to no plot.
No, a masterpiece to me is when you take a character out of a random situation and make their struggles almost seem real in a span of 10 minutes.
Oh, you mean like a typical rule of 3 formula? Talk about playing it safe.
Okay, how about we hire the likeness of Studio Trigger to simulate a fight scene that homages Dragon Ball Z?
That sounds a little desperate for quality, if you ask me.
Oh yeah? Well... Wait, how did we get here?
Not sure. Feels like we've argued into a separate dimension. Morty.
It seems like we've been arguing just to pad out times while things happen in the foreground.
Yeah, audience? Did you actually spend your time listening in on this conversation? Wow, that's dedication for you.
Either that or they should get a life. Who wants cookies?
I sure like some.
And now Cheese Pie, face to face. And this is our last
This is
video.
Daft Punk. Hit it!
This is our last video before the close.
Yep.
What's going on? Could this be my understanding? It's not your fault. I was being too demanding. I must admit, it's my pride that made me distant. All because I hope that you'd be someone different. There's not much I know about you. Fear will always make you blind. But the answer is in clear view. It's amazing what you'll find face to face. I turned away 'cause I thought you were the problem. Tried to forget until I hit the bottom. But when I faced you in my blank confusion, I realized you weren't wrong, was a mere illusion. It really didn't make sense just to leave this unresolved. It's not hard to go the distance when you finally get involved face to face. It really didn't make sense just to leave this unresolved. It's not hard to go the distance when you finally get involved face to face.
Love Daft Punk.
Alright, pausing that because it is time to end the show. We've had our fun, the silliness was had, but unfortunately, it is time to play the wrap-up song. Ooh, that wrap-up song. And boy, did we have some fun with Derpibooru tags. And in fact, we're ending the show a little bit closer than when we normally do. We still went overtime, but we still enjoyed the moment. But let's get our final shout-outs in. Of course, let's go down the list, starting with Crazy Mate Capitan.
Fires, explosions, elevator run, venison jerky. I don't know. Life!
Alright, and then we got Textalion.
Try to get some sleep, everyone. Unless you're staying for the after party.
Yes, there will be an after party. Despite the IRC chat not working, we will still after party. Granted, you might have to use the Vaughn chat or Discord, but we'll get into that later. Then to Textalion. I already said Textalion. Toakoi.
Shouts out to all the lovely people that join us every single week. But since Twitch is up, shouts out to CMC for being our moderator, Atre Friends _ Storm Cloud, Commander Root, Sarcasm 3, Draconic Quest Media 12, GP Scroll, host Raffle, Lorex, Ponyman 64, Textalion, me, VNK, Vaguely Creepy, Fuego Props, and Windsock.
Alright, and since he's been waiting patiently, I'll go ahead and give him the mic, though maybe not the headset. Blinked Mind, final shout out.
I'm on Josh's end. Unfortunately, I have a bit of a headache, so I don't want to put the headset back on. But, thanks, folks, coming out. Typical, shout out to military burners. Some of you have already done it. And thanks for listening to me. And, like I said, if you can give me little prayers out to little man's mom, it'd be much appreciated. But,
send all the prayers, people.
And have a good week, folks.
I'll hug Blank.
I will not hug Blank. I will give him a gentle pat on the shoulder.
Which you guys done plenty of already, trust me. Just like right now.
There, I give him a pat on the shoulder. Suki, final shout out.
Oh, fine. I'll hug Blank because I'm the one secure in my masculinity.
It's not that I'm not secure in my masculinity. Unfortunately, I've also been attacked. I had a lot of emotional attacks and issues due to people who weren't secure and also attacking me when I was young when I tried to do something affectionate. Being in Utah's a bitch. Anyway, Suki.
Yeah, so, get the fuck out, everybody. Go to bed, unless you're like me, and I'm gonna stay up until I do everything I need to do right now.
Well, you could stay and watch the Coffee House After Party for giggles.
Yeah, probably still not gonna be paying attention. I'm still running around and...
Well, that's the best part about...
Yeah, doing secret missions.
That's the best part about Coffee House After Party. You don't have to pay attention. But,
there's just gonna be a lot of random noise.
Anyway, Coldust.
Shouts out to Spooks for organizing that stream last week. Also, shouts out to Ben Jerry's for making an ice cream flavor that had sugar cookie dough in it, and which tasted fucking god tier. Which I probably shouldn't have eaten in the middle of what feels like January weather, but hey, it was delicious anyways.
It's a perfect time for ice cream. Anytime. Anytime's a perfect time for ice cream.
It's cold.
Still
There's
good.
always room for dessert.
It's been rather warm lately after that cold snap.
You fucking asshole.
Ooh, snap. Okay, we're moving on here before the obvious joke dies. So, I'd like to thank you all for joining us for another episode of The Brony Show. Please be sure to stay tuned for the Coffee House After Party. That will be on Vaughn. So keep an eye out for that. Along with that, Wednesday has Winchester Wednesdays. Always a fun treat, whether gaming, reading fanfic, or other fun silliness. Winchester and his motley crew of eager bronies will be there to give you all the fun and silliness they can. We also have Friday, the RPG group. Hopefully, we will be able to get back to Roan. Unfortunately, due to the issues described by Blinked, we had to postpone for that week for obvious reasons, because that's when he got the news.
Yep.
But in any case, we'll hopefully have people going through the Griffin compound and blowing things up and curb stomping guards again. Saturday!
Oh, yeah, I'm still sorry about that one guard.
Saturday, we have the Gaming Meltdown with Creature. Will he be playing more Pokemon? Will he jump out to another game? You might have to jump in and watch and see. But Creature is always there to give you a fun time, whether it's a good game, a silly game, or a horrible game. Speaking of which, on the good and silly part, Destiny 2. We are currently in our month of Destiny for our Circuits Gaming Room on Sunday. We just finished the main storyline, so now we're going to go into other storylines. So please be sure to tune in and see as I start shooting things at random. And hopefully don't die at random. Mostly just hopefully shooting things at random.
And not dying.
Yeah.
Except that's not in the spirit of Destiny. The whole...
True enough.
Sorry, no. Really, Destiny is all about throwing yourself at the wall and dying over and over again until you figure it out.
Says the Titan player.
Alright, and finally, reminder that 1 hour before the Brony Show, we have the Equestrian Flag Stop with Coldust and his motley crew of insanity. Will it be another game of Jack in the Box? Will Coldust actually have an idea that he's able to follow through on and bring up a proper equestrian flag stop? Only he and time will tell. But either case, it will be fun. A lot of fun will be had one way or another. So tune in an hour early to catch all of the shenanigans before the next show.
For the record, I have had plenty of ideas. It's just a matter of trying to sit down and get everything together. It is ultimately kind of hard when you have two jobs.
I can imagine.
Who knew? Anyways.
And with that, that is all the show shout-outs. So I'd like to thank all of our streamers there. out there that are watching us live on YouTube, Vaughn, and Twitch. I would like to thank our IRC chatters, but there hasn't been any. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one other than Cool Dude and Tech Man, and apparently Crazy Matt Captain for some reason.
I always have it up, but I'm not connecting through the Kiwi or the Light IRC.
Weird. So, yeah, we're going to talk to Tech Man. Hopefully we'll get our IRC chat back. Otherwise, to those of you who are watching on Twitch, I believe, hopefully that Talakoi already shouted out your names, but otherwise, thank you all so much for participating with us. Sorry for the sudden jump in chats, but thank you so much for setting up your Twitches or your YouTubes, catching us on Twitch or YouTube, however you decided to chat with us. We still love having you here, giving us your thoughts and comments as we talk about random silliness. By the way, Nosferatu is an awesome ale. I enjoyed every bit of it. Thank you very much, Pixel Kitties, for this awesome drink. And with that, let's go ahead and wrap things up with Stay Closer PMV collab, because PMV collaborations are the way of the future, or just the way that I found a couple of videos today. Otherwise,
also, second, I put my goose pick in content creation.
Oh dear world. All right, everybody, here we go. Have a good night.
Waiting for the time to pass you by. Hope the winds of change will change your mind. I could give 1,000 reasons why, and I know you, and you got to make it on your own, but we don't have to grow up, we can stay forever young. Living on my sofa, drinking rum and cola underneath the rising sun. I could give 1,000 reasons why, but you're going, and you know that all you have to do is stay a minute. Just take your time, the clock is ticking, so stay. All you have to do is wait a second, your hands on mine. The clock is ticking, so stay. You look as good as the day I met you. I forget just why I left you. I was insane. Stay and played out Blink-182 song. Now we beat to death in Tucson. Okay. I know it breaks your heart. Moved to the city in a broke down car, and boy, it's no car. Now I'm looking pretty in a hotel bar, and I can't stop. No, I can't stop. All you have to do is stay a minute. Just take your time. The clock is ticking, so stay. All you have to do
Remember, everybody, all you have to do is stay a minute and just take the time to enjoy the show. Coffee House After Party coming up in just a moment. We'll be right back on Vaughn only. So Twitch, YouTube, make sure you go to to BronyShow.net, go onto our Vaughn embed, or go to the Vaughn site directly. We'll see you there.